Sometimes life throws bold moments at you, like finding the perfect vacation or finding the ideal location. At BOS, we're there to help you meet those moments with bold confidence. So whether it's managing money for future plans or getting what you need to start planning your dream, we're here to bring you a better banking experience. Make the bold move and switch to BOS today.
Hi, this is Ron Kincher of Muddy River News. This is a business spotlight brought to you by the Bank of Springfield. We have a very special guest with us. We have John Angelo, and John will be at Emerald City Jewelers on the 17th and 18th of this month. John, I'll just let you explain what you do because you're a gemologist, obviously. You're
Yes,
coming to Emerald City Jewelers, but you have a very unique space in this industry.
indeed. I've been in the business for approximately 55 years. What I do is I take a collection of fine jewelry, pre-owned in estate from all periods, and we take that collection, which totals about $3 million at retail, to a fine store, depending on where the area is. Usually, I can't say where because they were all over the United States. We take that collection to the store for a short period of time, and we sell it to the collectors and the people that have interest in things that are pre-owned and estate.
And it ranges in what price range?
The price range at retail goes from around $300 to items for 50, 70, $100,000 each.
So where do you find this stuff? Is this basically you just travel around the country and
Well, yes, indeed. I do travel. However, believe me, you can find this stuff everywhere. I go to auctions. I deal with attorneys that deal with estates after the merchandise has been left. And I also buy from dealers. Being in the business for so long, people constantly buy and sell, and those people will tell other people. So you get a network of merchandise that or people that know what you do and know that you will purchase merchandise of that magnitude.
this almost seems like a movie type setup
Well,
where you're traveling the country and then somebody's going to come find you and
yeah, yeah, we do. Well, I've dealt with many luminaries in my time. Elizabeth Taylor, Ava Gardner, Merle Oberon, for some of the people that might know
Mhm.
who those people are. Those were my clients. So that time has gone past because today's celebrities do not buy jewelry; they
Mhm.
borrow it. So
Mhm.
those people that I said own their own merchandise, especially Elizabeth Taylor.
So how did you fall into this? How did you get
Well,
started in this?
gosh, when some years ago, many years ago, when I got out of college, the situation was that there was a recession at that time and started business. I didn't start my own business. I worked for some people at what they call discount houses, where every area had a different owner. And it was a jewelry um, concern that had a space in a discount house, and that's how I started and learned from there to there to there to there.
But that's a big jump from that to what you do now, though.
Oh yeah.
Was there a specific thing that occurred that's like, you know what, I'm really going to focus on the estate stuff and really travel and try to get the really high end type product that
Well,
nobody's ever seen before.
during that time frame, which spanned about 10 or 15 years of acquiring merchandise and then becoming a graduate gemologist, I worked for some people doing liquidations. And when you do a liquidation, there's a tremendous amount of merchandise that's sitting around and nobody knows about it. So I got involved with the lore and the history of these pieces and started to acquire them. And when I did, at that time, nobody was interested in that side of kind of estate merchandise, and just acquired a collection because it was just very beautiful merchandise.
Hmm.
And eventually, some years later, I got tired of making people rich and said, I'm going to make myself rich.
Okay.
And started the All Facets Gemological Corp from scratch.
And that's the name of your company. So
Yes,
basically, your year is you travel to places like Emerald City Jewelers, and then you bring your own product, right? And
correct.
then you sit there and people come and talk to you. And what? So is this stuff that nobody's ever seen? I mean, the type of jewelry and settings and a product, is this stuff that is unique? Nobody's ever seen this type of stuff before. They're one of a kind.
Well, with antique and estate merchandise, these are one of a kind. They're not duplicated. There are some items in the collection that are, shall we say, current classics, which have been repeated throughout the years, but in different settings. The state merchandise that comes from, shall we say, the Georgian, Victorian, and Edwardian period are one of a kind.
Mhm.
Those are very, very unique. You will not see another one because people back then were manufacturing for the gems that they would purchase for that particular piece. So they didn't duplicate it. Each one is
Oh,
unto
okay.
itself.
Okay. So so are you still surprised in some of the stuff you find in estate sales? Like, oh my God,
Yeah,
I can't believe that's there.
yes, exactly. You sometimes in a junk shop, you will find a magnificent piece of deco jewelry that perhaps has had the stones taken out of it.
Hmm.
So we will buy that, and then we will have to search for gems that were cut in the same style to maintain the integrity of the piece, and then refurbish it and recondition it, and it can be sold as a beautiful piece of estate piece.
And so we talked earlier about you have this network of people that you work with that say, "Hey, give you a call, John. I got something for you. You may something you may be interested in." Um, has is that a part of what you do that has changed a lot since you started doing this, 50, 35 years ago?
Well, it has changed a great deal because the gold price of precious metal has gone up significantly. However, the price for gems, diamonds especially, has decreased, which has never happened in history.
Hmm.
So that is reflected in my collections. We do not buy or stock anything in lab-grown merchandise at all. We don't do any reproductions at all.
Hmm.
Everything is original, and the original integrity of the piece has been preserved.
You mentioned that the stars today at the Academy Award, you see it all the time. They're borrowing that stuff. Do you sell to the people that they borrowed from?
No.
Okay.
Although dealers do sell to each other, sometimes something will not sell in their particular area, and they will look to sell it to a dealer at a reasonable cost so that he could sell it in his area. The
Hmm.
people that are on the red carpet today do not buy jewelry to any great degree. It is all borrowed.
All borrowed. Okay.
Yeah, it's
So do you find that
unfortunate.
your clientele is shrinking?
No, my clientele is growing since the people, young mobile professionals today are realizing that the jewelry of yesteryear is better made. It
Okay.
merchandise is heavier. It is has more of an integrity to it and more of a staying power. The gems are better, and that is the reason people buy estate.
Do you have, is there stuff that you buy, you fix, polish, whatever it is you do? Is it, my gosh, I really don't want to sell this one.
Oh.
Is there attachment to some of the things? Like you'll be at Emerald
Yeah.
City in a couple, 10 days or so, and you think, well, I hope that person doesn't buy that one.
Well, to answer your question, every collector and every dealer has a collection of merchandise that they will not sell. I have a collection in my private collection of pocket watches,
Okay.
which I have many, many, and it's not something that the average person is going to want today, so I collect pocket watches. I also have collected pieces that I am sorry that I sold because I would never see it again, and it saddens me that it's gone.
Now, is it because you love the piece or because it increased in value to a certain price point, or maybe a
Both,
combination of both? Yeah.
both, yes.
Yeah. So what is the value of the brooch you have on your suit there? Or is
This
that
one,
something you don't want to share?
well, this brooch is about 4 carats in diamonds, mounted in platinum. It is a 1950s piece.
Mm-hmm.
They were very popular in the 50s. And if you'll notice today, shall we say, on the red carpet, men are wearing brooches.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good thing because brooches have been something of a slow-moving item in stores for years. So this is just another a stream of income for a store for a man to wear a brooch. This particular one would retail for around $7,000, although it's a lot of diamond weight. So
I
that's the
notice.
the
I
cost.
notice that shoulder is leaned over a little bit because of the weight of it.
It's actually very light, and the setting is very, very thin to show off the gems.
Hey, John, so you're coming to town. You'll be here on the 17th and 18th at Emerald City Jewelers at 20th and Main here in Quincy. You'll have a bunch of product there. You'll be sitting back and watching the people amazed by what you're going to bring to the store. And
Mhm.
then you'll be there to answer questions and help people select what they want.
That's exactly what we do. I'm there to, usually say I'm there to provide the sizzle on the steak. Uh,
And
and that's
Mother's Day is right around the corner too.
exactly, exactly. These pieces, the who, what, where, and when, the provenance of the piece is very important to the buyer. They want to know who owned it at some point
Mhm.
in time. We get occasionally celebrity pieces. I don't know if there's anything in this collection that's a celebrity piece, but that I would tell that directly to the owner or the potential owner.
John, thanks for joining us. Safe travels, and we'll see you in about 10 days.
My pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, this has been the Business Spotlight. John Angelo joining us, and this is brought to you by the Bank of Springfield.
Sometimes life throws bold moments at you, like finding the perfect vacation or finding the ideal location. At BOS, we're there to help you meet those moments with bold confidence. So whether it's managing money for future plans or getting what you need to start planning your dream, we're here to bring you a better banking experience. Make the bold move and switch to BOS today.